Because I read and I pay attention.
You know your shit, bro. Yo,
Yeah, man.
forgot to mention the one day, bro. I think this was when I really knew, not that I ever thought you were dumb, but this was when I realized you really don't fucking belong in there, at least IQ wise, don't belong in prison with the rest of these motherfuckers, bro. So they hung up a fucking memo about the phones at Mercer. Every state prison, they hung up a memo about changes in the state system for phones, right? Remember, the phone calls used to be kind of expensive.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Then they hung up some shit. I didn't even look at it, but I just believe, honestly, I'll admit, I believed what everyone else was saying because I just figured these motherfuckers are all jailed out. They must know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah.
They hung up a fucking memo saying, oh, bro, these fucking phones are about to be, everyone's like, oh, do you see what they posted up there? The phone calls are about to be real expensive. We're never going to be able to call home. Fuck. And then you said just to me, like, bro, I don't know why the fuck everyone's saying this. From what I read, my comprehension's telling me that they said the phone calls are going to be cheap as fuck now, so everyone could call home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I hope he's right. I don't know. I hope he's right. But you were the only one saying that, bro.
And then they dropped the phone prices.
Right. Everyone else, even after that, everyone's like, bro, what the fuck? What the fuck are they doing, bro? We gotta like boycott. They're like, we gotta boycott and hunger strike, bro. The phone calls are about to get expensive. And you're like, bro, no, they're not. They're about to go fucking cheap. You know what I mean? And
the phone calls went down to like 30 cents for one call and shit.
The fucking phone calls went dirt cheap now to the point where every peasant that you never saw on the fucking phone before is now using the phone.
And this motherfucker stabbed you about a phone slot. That went never on the phone the whole 5 years we was up there, bro.
Now they got a phone sock. They put the sock over the phone now so that it's clean and all that. You know what I mean? They got their own socks that they use for the phone.
You'd be like, man, when the fuck did you get somebody to call, bro? You never used to use the phone, bro. Like, never.
I used to make fun of them like, bro, the crack house is fucking closed. You can't call the crack house at this time, bro. They're done right now. Call tomorrow.
Oh, shit.
Like,
hey, man, I remember that when those phones went dirt cheap, bro. That shit crazy, bro.
Nah, the point is, I remember that right there, that time, I knew. I was like, okay, not that I stereotyped everybody, but I was
I know what you're saying, though, bro. Like,
he doesn't fucking belong here, or he just happens to be smarter than the rest of these motherfuckers, bro. You know what I mean? I should have been told the story, bro, but yeah, I knew it would be a funny story.
Then he said, man, that's when I knew, like, man, something either he don't belong here or he just Lewis.
Right. Just some type of bad break or something, bro.
Now the fuck did they come up with all this and then
because I still never went and looked at the fucking memo after I heard all that shit.
Yeah.
Once again, you know, jailhouse rhetoric. Sometimes you
just definitely. You just be like, fuck it. You know what I mean? They gonna do what they gonna do anyway.
Right. But yeah, I do remember.
Oh shit, that's funny as hell, bro.
That was funny, bro.
Oh yeah.
The only other person I can honestly say kind of stuck out to me like that was the white dude, Bang Bang, the one that put the fucking the grievances on the fucking white cell. But bro, to be fair, he's a motherfucker that I thought out because to be fair, my reading, I'm not like this isn't to brag, but my reading is like essentially on a fucking like the highest level you can be on. And it's not to brag or nothing.
No, you is what you are. I mean,
everybody even said I read like the shit that college students still haven't read and all that. You know what I mean? And when I fucking talked to Bang Bang and shit up there a couple times, he read all the same shit. And he wasn't even surprised by some of the authors I mentioned and shit. Like, way more difficult than like Shakespeare and shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was mentioning these motherfuckers that he knew more than I did even. But I was even impressed that he knew who these motherfuckers were. You know what I mean? So once again, I was like, okay, this motherfucker doesn't belong. You know? Like, he clearly doesn't belong.
He caught a bad break, bro.
Right. What went wrong, you know what I mean? But also because not only that, but when I talked to him and after that I noticed all the bullshit that the guards would do to us all the time. He's the only motherfucker that would be like, well, no, the policy doesn't say that, right? Okay. Like make a little change here and there, get a guard kicked off the block sometimes. But hey, that's also just a fucking indicator that he ain't going for the shit that we're going.
Yeah, it's weird. But that's what you really supposed to do. You supposed to use the policy against the motherfuckers.
He's basically saying, bro, you might be able to get this shit over on these motherfuckers, but I ain't one of these motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this, you know what I mean? So yeah, I was like, yeah, this motherfucker must also not belong here.
Bang bang, funny motherfucker, man.
Yeah. My basic rationale. You know what I mean? That's how you basically.
Hey man, that shit was a time up there, boy. Mm-mm-mm.
Hell yeah. It was like it was obviously the worst time ever, but there were some good times involved. Some good times.
Definitely. Definitely, man.
I don't drink and shit, but I was hanging out with my mom and her husband the other like weekend or whatever. I was telling them it's funny that I actually drank more in fucking prison. I've never drank since I've been out here, since I got out. But no, not once. Not once. But I've actually, in prison, every chance I could, I'd fucking drink. Every chance. Every time somebody would make it, I'd buy it. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
The funny,
it's a different ball game in there, man. You gotta use your tools that you know how to use for you to stay only you can keep you mentally sane in there, bro. So you gotta use what you know that keeps you happy in moments. You know what I mean? I was thinking about that shit earlier today, just like you saying about the hooch, right? I was thinking earlier today, I got to be like one of the dumbest motherfuckers in the world I really used to walk that shit right through the fucking visiting room door, bro, after a visit in my fucking hand, bro. You know what I'm saying? No, but I'm just thinking about like the logic behind that shit. I'm trying to get out of here. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I'm in here for the worst of the worst of shit. Like, not, but not like that. But I'm in here for drug dealing and guns and all that shit. And I'm fucking walking weed through the fucking visiting room.
And that can get you more time too.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was sitting here thinking about that shit. Like, man, what the fuck was I thinking at the time? But when I came to the conclusion and I broke it all down, I'm like, man, my insanity was keeping me insane.
That's all it is, bro.
Like, you know what I mean? That type of insanity, my insanity at that time was keeping me sane, not insane. I'm messing up. My insanity was keeping me sane at that time, bro.
We did what we had to do, bro. That's all it is. Yo, that's funny. I love that story though. How on Christmas or whatever, I'm sitting there by the door. I don't know. You came up like, "Oh, Merry Christmas, bro," blah, 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 and slid something under the door. It was some weed. I got Andy in the cell with me, and he already made parole. He's waiting for he's literally waiting to fucking do a urine, bro. It's crazy. He's waiting to do a urine and get the fuck out. But fucking, I blame myself a little bit. He's like, "What's that?" I'm like, I think it was already rolled up too.
Yeah, something. It might have been.
It was. I'm like,
yeah, it probably was a stick rolled up with a little bit of tobacco in it, because that's how I used to roll weed, with a little bit of tobacco just to make it burn even.
He asked me, he's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "It's a stick of weed." He's like, "What are you gonna do with that?" I'm like, "I'm about to smoke it." And I said, "You're gonna smoke it with me." You know what I mean? But it wasn't a force like, "Oh, you better smoke this." Like, that was my buddy. I would never talk to nobody. Definitely not that. So, but I influenced him by doing that because he fed into it and he smoked it with me. Knowing damn well this man literally already made parole, but just,
he's walking right out the fucking door any day.
He needs to go give up the urine sample and wait for his paperwork to finish and get the fuck out, because you have to give up a urine before
you got to give up a urine.
Officially get paroled out. I got another story about that later. It's crazy, but anyway. So he took the fucking risk or whatever, because in there you could still do the water shot where you drink a
Yeah, no doubt. And he work out though. So if he hit a couple workouts, yeah.
It works though, because if you drink a bunch of fucking cups of water and piss like 5 fucking times before you take a urine, that clears up your insides long enough before it builds up. If you take the fucking piss test 10 minutes later, it works. It really
works. No, I mean, I know it do, bro. But that ain't the only jail I got had.
Right.
I just didn't know how it worked, but they always said flush with the water. I don't know how it worked, but that's what I used to do.
But okay, so another story I got about that is kind of fucking dumb. But anyway, so I was at Graterford getting ready. This was right actually the time I fucking finally got to go home. I was at Graterford. I'm down. You know, when you take the urine test, you fucking go to the security or whatever, the little security
exactly.
where they test you. I'm there minding my fucking business, bro. I already took the urine. I don't remember what the fucking waiting for. Security brings some little dope fiend white boy down there, right? It's like 2 guards. And they start tussling with the little dope fiend white boy in the bullpen across from me, right? And I guess he had a shank. He was somehow, some way trying to hide it on him like a dickhead. But anyway, one of the guards looks at me like, call the fucking guard or whatever. I literally said, bro, what do you mean call the fucking guard? Literally, and just act like I ain't seen nothing, bro. Literally, no, exactly, just act like I didn't hear.
I'm laughing because I'm picturing this shit. Yeah. I'm picturing how true.
Like, bro, what do you mean call the fucking guard, bro? And literally just turned away, bro, minding my fucking business.
Like, you don't know that you the wrong person to say some shit like that.
Right. Like, I shouldn't have even said that, but my impulse was bad. I couldn't shut the fuck. I'm like, bro, what do you mean call the fucking guard?
Yeah, like
minding my business, bro. Anyway, whatever the fuck happened, you know, the response team, I guess, ended up seeing it or whatever. They run down there, and the dude started on me like, oh, this ignorant motherfucker right here, piece of shit. I'm like, all right, bro, look, whatever. My counselor, whoever calls me to fuck in there to finish the paperwork, I told her, I said, yo, look, they're really mad at me out there. He put me in a bad situation just now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he did put you in a bad situation because what the fuck I look like?
Yeah. But anyway, I'm like, can you please make sure there's nothing, no, my shit's cool and all that. They don't set me up. I don't trust nobody. I never did, especially.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyway, she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Just go back to your fucking block. I did. Bro, I'm telling you, people that went down and took urines with me, slid the fuck out, went home. It's been weeks. I'm still waiting, bro. So now I'm not just going to sit around and not do shit about it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I see a white shirt, security white shirt, walking past the block at Graterford, and I literally just walked off the fucking block, bro. Because Graterford is also, it was wide open. Like, you could do shit like that.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, old school jail, most definitely.
So, yo, I literally just ran right off the fucking block and said, yo, let me talk to you. Like LT, whatever his rank was. I said, let me talk to you real quick. And I explained the whole situation to him just like that, bro. Black dude, too. Cool as shit. I'm like, like he put me in a situation like all these people are leaving. Can you look up what the fuck's going on? So little do you fucking know, my urine was he didn't, at least the good news is he didn't sabotage my urine, but my urine was missing. I had to take another fucking urine.
Oh, yeah. They tossed your piss.
Tossed my piss, bro. I had to take another urine, wait the process again, but then I got out. Can you believe that shit, bro?
So they pushed you back to like a whole nother month and some shit. Maybe 2.
Yeah, I was still thankful because, bro, I already lost my parole before. And then after I lost my parole, I went to another jail. I got kicked out of Mercer. And you know how if you don't get jail support, you know you're paroled. I wasn't at this jail long enough, so I didn't get jail support. By the time I saw the board, they gave me another hit. After I got that hit, I'm like, all right, let me lay the fuck low, stay out of trouble. I tried my best. I had a few situations. But anyway, I put in for that THU program, Transitional Housing Unit.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep, I remember that.
They shipped me to Graterford. They always ship you to the closest jail. So I wasn't complaining, even though I actually kind of started regretting it because Graterford is such a miserable fucking place with so many lifers and shit. Yeah. And they're the most miserable people you could ever be around, bro. And they think they're fucking cool because they got their little medallions and fucking cool watches that they used to be able to get before like everything changed. They still got all that old school shit. They think it's a status thing. Bro, it was so depressing, but whatever. I went there. Thank God I got out from there, but that's the bullshit I had to deal with, bro, over there. Because of some dope. I ain't even mad at the dope fiend white boy. He was just trying to do what he had to do. You know what I mean? But
no doubt. That's bro. Crazy though. They said tossed your urine, bro. They do some ignorant motherfuckers, bro.
Great pieces of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, a fucking story. But now, all right. So the funny thing I was telling my mom though is that with the fucking hooch situation over there, when I did used to drink, right? Because I don't drink in society, but in prison I drank all the time. When you know that there's hooch that's about to hit the block, like the batch is finally done, bro. I used to always try to save it for the end of the fucking night for lockdown, but every time they would fucking have it, you can't. because motherfuckers just start acting crazy. All the fucking white boys, once again, bro.
Get drunk.
As soon as the hooch hits the fucking block, bro, not even 30 minutes to an hour later, bro, you hear crazy loud ass rock and roll music, and you see fucking white boys like in their fucking boxers and shit running around naked on the fucking block acting crazy, bro. So that's when I know if I got that shit in my cell, I might as well go either flush it right now or just drink it right now because it's not going to make it till later. You know what I mean? They're coming to shake the fucking whole block down because these dudes are acting crazy. It's clear to see what they're doing. You know what I mean?
That shit's crazy.